It's constantly an effort to understand principles. The law of gravity. Gradually, the whole world has come to accept that. The apple falling out of the tree and hitting the scientist's head. Simple observation. The law of gravity governs. What if you had a legislature trying to repeal the law of gravity? A principle is the actual reality, like the law of gravity, the way things are. How many here, when you were in school, did a lot of cramming? Be honest now. How many got really good at it? How many here have ever worked on a farm? Ever cram on the farm? I don't mean just work hard at the end to bring in the harvest. I mean forget the plant in the spring, flake off all summer, and then really work hard in the end to bring in the harvest. Well, it's patently foolish. We know that. Why? Because a farm is a natural system and is governed by what? Principles or social values? Principles. What about the development of our mind? What would you say? Social values or principles? The development of the mind, not the getting of a degree. You can't take it. The development of the mind is based on principles, the law of the harvest, not on social values, however popular. What about the body? What would you say? Social values or principles? Our health, physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, is governed by the law of the harvest, by principles, not by social values. Now let's have a little fun for a second. You look strong and healthy, and I'm sure he'll pass the test. You know, what we want are 20 straight back push-ups. You get into the push-up position, please. Okay. All right, we're going to cheer you on. We're going to count for you, too.
There's some Army guys out there.
Those people are keeping the peace. Okay, let's go ahead and start. We'll count and cheer you on. Just 20. Straight back. All the way down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Thank you. No purpose, just a little fun. I sat next to him at lunch, and we looked at this cheesecake out in front. You ate it? Told you you'd live with the consequences. Everything that I've been talking about is not easily achievable. It takes continuous effort. You can't fake, for instance, the ability to do 20 push-ups. You can't fake it. You have to pay the price. Next time I come back, he literally, I'm convinced, could do 25, even 50. But he'd have to pay a price to do it. It stirs up an awareness that we're dealing with realities out there, particularly principles that ultimately will govern. We are not in control. See, the traditional concept is get in control. We are not in control. Principles control. We control our actions, but the consequences that flow from those actions are controlled by principles. As Abraham Lincoln once put it, people will pass away, but principles never will. They endure. This is why we believe so much in the Eastern statement, give a man a fish, you feed him for the day. Teach him how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. So even though you may teach someone a practice, always try to teach the principle which underlies it, because the situation may change and the practice no longer applies. The principle will be constant. Principles are universal natural laws, self-evident, self-validating. They govern. Ultimately, values don't govern. Principles ultimately govern. Paradigm comes from the Greek root paradigma. It basically means a pattern, a model, a representation, something that stands for something else. It comes from the mental image you have in your mind of the way things are out there. And the images we carry in our heads of the way things are, of reality, come basically from our